Hey, hey Major, hey Coob. How's it going? I just realized, why is this disclaimer like, why is it showing her torso? It's, it's her boobs and her legs. It's it's weird. So in my never-ending struggle to, I don't know, test the stream, I feel like this entire game is me testing the stream, basically. So I've tried to improve my mic, so I'm hoping it sounds better. Because I know there was some noise for a while, and I tried like everything I could to fix it. But slobs seem to help, so I'm like, hey, I think this will sound a little better. I had to rearrange some things. Yes. Okay, cool. Alright, what was I doing? Did I stop? Yeah, I think I stopped at day 5. I don't know how many days there are in here. Yeah, day 5. It's gotta be almost done. Did I fix the font again? Did I? I didn't fix any font. Was I supposed to fix font? I mean, I changed the intro because the script doesn't work in slobs. I think they want people to stop calling it slobs, but then why did you call it Streamlabs OBS? It's your fault. Oh wow. No. I forget. It resets all my settings. I was wondering, I'm like, why was that so loud? Right, the font. I have to fix all the font all the time. There we go. This game. Thank you, Major. Yeah. It took me a second. I'm like, font. Right. These Russian games. And I ran so far away. I think he's dreaming? I don't remember. Ran with the last of our strength. So if I remember last time, I wanted to go find that guy. Whatever his name is. Sturek, whatever his name is. Well, we went with Alyssa and we fell down a hole that turned into a bomb shelter, and then we fell down another hole that was an abandoned mine. We almost died, and then we came out at the old campground. We didn't stay there very long, and then we came back to, you know, whatever, the new campground, and he was there asleep on the bench. And then it was kind of like, it was like a weird like episode of a sitcom or something where everything turns back to normal by the end of it. It was weird. Hey Nagels. Yeah, the settings, they get purged every time I close the game. At least there aren't a lot of things to do, which is, you know, good. Okay. Like those who run for their precious lives. Oh, is it gonna get good now? Good. I mean, like, are things gonna happen that don't, like, magically work itself out? Like a doomed person knowing that there is no hope to save his life will still fight the inevitable and his own fate. What was that? I barely managed to close the heavy metal door behind me. Wait, I could have swore I fell asleep. What? Is he dreaming? Oh, he's dreaming. Okay. Wow, I got confused for a second. Heavy metal. I have no idea how deep this bomb shelter is or if it's able to withstand a nuclear blast, but we have no other place to hide. She gripped my hand tight. She? Who's she? Is he having like a dream where he's the hero and he's saving the damsel in distress? Don't be afraid. Bits of the ceiling were falling and the walls were shaking. I can see that. Shaking a lot. Shaking like a Polaroid picture. I was prepared for the worst. But death is the kind of thing that you can't ever be prepared for. Unless you are. But suddenly, complete silence fell. It rang even louder than the explosions. I don't... Maybe? Nobody say anything interesting. Oh no. Oh no! Your chat crapped out. Okay, oh, okay, wait, it's fine. Okay. Everything was shaking. But I guess it stopped. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. She was whimpering. I feel like this is the last day. It kind of feels like it's gonna be the last day. The last day of our lives. I wanted to comfort her somehow, but realized that there is nothing I could do. Yes. You know, it's some unknown girl. I guess the girl that has been whispering to him in his dreams. Ow, my eardrums hurt. Holy shit, that hurt. A horrible bang almost split my eardrums. I don't know if that was supposed to be a jump scare. It wasn't scary, it just hurt. It seems that I'm under a piece of collapsed ceiling, but I don't feel any pain. 'Cause you're dreaming, dude. All I want is to not let her go. Hopefully the last day. Yeah, Coop, 30 minutes later. It's like just 30 more minutes.
Baby.
フラッシュ版ジュンプスケア U
Jump scare you. Thanks, Major. I woke up in a cold sweat, short of breath and gasping for air. It took me some time to come to my senses. It was a dream. It was just a dream. Like that Nelly song. It was only just a dream. My questioning mind, however, refused to believe it. Why? You're in your bed, but whatever. But who was that girl with me there? I didn't want to let go of her hand so desperately. Sadly, I couldn't recall her at all. I guess she didn't really mean that much to you. The clocks was showing few minutes past 10. I slowly came to my senses as reality started to stake out its claim on my mind, and my stomach foully growled. Alright, war is war, but lunch should be served in due time. Why does he keep missing breakfast? We keep like missing like half the day. I mean, I get he was out late and he was injured and all that stuff, but this is becoming a regular occurrence. He's only been here 5 days and he's had breakfast like once. Once, I think? It turns out that Olga Dmitrievna wasn't here. She must have decided not to wake me up. Well, thanks. Thanks go out to our camp leader for this. I guess. After yesterday's adventures, I had to have a rest. Last night remained... Gosh, the translation's getting really weird. Last night remained a blurry memory which I really didn't want to think about. It's now more important to find something to eat and to wash myself. Okay, dude, why just go do this stuff? You don't have to like repeat. We get it. Every morning you gotta eat. Every morning you gotta get washed. Exactly. Because a pioneer must always be clean and tidy. Sure. Though I would agree with this principle even if I wasn't a pioneer, and as a matter of fact, I'm not.
Hello. Hey. You know what time it is. Howdy.
It's getting hot in. So hot in here. Just a little bit of and a little bit of the Blue Man Group.
That was wonderful. Wonderful singing by Mitsuki. He's full as an egg. Ay. Nellyzuki. Or he's gonna get his breakfast and he's just gonna be like, oh yeah, this is just a simple breakfast, and it's like a full, like, you could feed like a whole family. Yeah, or he's just mayo and eggs. Mayo covered eggs. Eggs covered mayo. On my way to the washstands, I mean electron. Oh no, he's probably. Oh, are you going to the washstands too? Maybe I'll go later, because it's gonna get super awkward. He started to wave his hands and ran up to me. Good morning. Thank you for finding Shirk. Without him, I don't even. It's nothing. I was a bit embarrassed. No, really, don't be shy. The country must be proud of its heroes. And what about Shirk? How did he look this morning? Is he alright? After yesterday's craziness, I thought such a question was completely valid. Yes, absolutely. The only thing is that he can't remember anything. Can't he? I wasn't surprised at all. Yeah, because you asked him that question before, and he was like, I don't know. He says that he went to the abandoned camp yesterday and then woke up in his bed in the morning. I mean, he remembers nothing between those two events. I see. Alright then. You missed breakfast, right? Come to our club. We'll feed you. I have something special. I'm gonna go eat lunch, dude. It's lunchtime. I don't know. Do I want his special food? If the main character is a hero, you want to be a villain. I don't know if he can be a hero. I mean, he was thinking logically yesterday. Now he's just back to dumb protagonist. Electronic smiled in a conspiratorial way. Not sure if I want what Electronic's selling. Cautious. I'm cautious. It's gonna be peas. Thanks. I'll come, probably. I had to wash myself first, anyway. I'll be waiting. He's like winking and stuff. Okay. He waved at me and left to carry out his own business. There was nobody near the washstands. Okay. I guess that's good. I'm gonna go wash up first. Wink wink. Yeah, it was. I don't know. That was a weird exchange. The water turned out surprisingly warm today. Why is it every time he gets here he's like, oh, it's really cold. You know, it's not so cold. Oh, now it's warm. Who cares? It's been warmed up already, I guess. Who cares? Unless it's like radioactive or something. Having my face washed, I realized that it wouldn't be easy to wash the rest of my body here. Didn't he have these same thoughts the first... No, he has these same thoughts every time he comes here. He's like, they're just little sinks. I can't sit in the little sinks. They're not bathtubs. Every time he comes here, he has the same conversation with himself. Maybe I should go to the showers. But since there's nobody here... What? I turned the tap in such a way so water streamed parallel to the ground and started to take off my clothes. He's so lazy. Just go to the showers. And what if somebody sees me? He's like, what if somebody sees me? You know what? I don't care. I'll just let it fly. Well, I'll rinse and dry myself quick and put on my clothes. The water, which seemed warm on my hands and face, felt bone-chillingly cold on my body. Why? It's the same water. It's true, it isn't really his body, is it? I mean, it looks like him when he was younger, but it's not really him. So I guess he doesn't give a fuck. He's not gonna be here long. At least, like, in his mind, he's like, I'm gonna get out of here. Who cares? Rinsing his balls in the sink, pretty much. Sink balls. The whole washing process took no longer than 10 seconds? That was quick. And I started to wipe myself quickly afterwards. What can you wash in 10 seconds? 5 seconds a ball? New record! I didn't manage to finish anyway. There were voices coming in from the direction of the footpath. Wait, you just said you finished in 10 seconds, and now he's like, well, I didn't finish? The only solution came to me in a split second. I grabbed my clothes and dashed into the bushes. Uh-oh. A moment later, Alyssa and Ulyana appeared near the washstands. You could have done it by yourself. Why did you bring me here? Is it a big deal for you? Fine, let me... I peered at them and noticed that they were both covered in red paint. Okay. Right now, he is butt naked in the bushes, watching them at the wash station. This is weird. I don't know where this is going. Where is this going? What a surprise. I wonder how they managed that. Alyssa opened the valve and started to rub Ulyana's back. Take off your bra. Where is this going? Take off your bra. What if somebody sees us? Well, I don't even think Ulyana has a bra. She's like 14 and she's like flat as a board. I doubt it. I doubt she has a bra. What? Is there anything to see? Okay, just be quick. Oh no, wait, I don't like where this is going because she's 14. I don't like where this is going. Flat as the earth. It was true that there wasn't much to look at, but even so, I stared at the girls narrowly. Why? Oh. It was a pity that they were standing with their backs to me. Oh, okay. Still. Why is it a pity she's 14? A minute later, Alyssa managed to wash off all the paint. I'm done. Thanks. You're welcome. Listen, let me try on yours. She pointed at Alyssa's bra. What? Who says that? Let me try your bra on? There are no graphics, but I'm concerned. I don't know. I'm concerned. It won't fit you for sure. Well, I'd like to try anyway. But out here, there's nobody here, right? Ulyana looked my way and smiled archly. She knows. She fucking knows. Ulyana knows that we're there. I hope he's got clothes on. I hope he put his clothes on. But she fucking knows he's there. He's not like... He's like fucking... solid snake in a box kind of thing. Like, he's not that hard to find, I guess. Like, they can smell him. He's probably, like, just there. You can see him. It's probably not even that big of a bush. Yeah, just going... I was absolutely sure she couldn't see me in these bushes, but... Are you sure? Enough of this nonsense. Ulyana wasn't listening to her anymore and grabbed Alyssa's bra with a dexterous move instead. How do you just grab somebody's bra when they're wearing it? I mean, what? Like, what? Now, I have to confess, I had something to look at. I watched the two girls chase one another around the washstands with bated breath. I'm wondering if it's black because maybe there's an uncensored version of the game. I mean, obviously you can't have the uncensored version in Steam, but I'm gonna guess maybe there's a mod, and maybe. Alyssa covered her breasts with her hands so I could barely see anything at all. I leaned forward and stumbled over a stone falling out of the bushes. What the fuck is this? Alyssa and Ilyena stood frozen, staring at me. I tried to cover my nudity with my guilty face. Yeah, he was naked. Oh, this is so bad. This is bad. This is so cringy. The tableau lasted for a few seconds, then Alyssa took her shirt and somehow put it on in an instant. Somehow. I don't know. It's the same way that Ilyena was able to grab her bra off of her. Her face, like look what she's wearing. How could you grab her bra off of her? Like, she has a shirt on. It's got a knot tied into it. It's not even like it's buttoned up. It has a knot tied into it. Her face gone from red to purple. It looked like she would explode in a nuclear blast any second. Oh, she's the reason why we're in the bomb shelter. I don't know, somebody had a face that went from like it turned all colors, like Willy Wonka, like, you're Violet, you're turning violet. Like, she was like, went from like red to blue to purple to orange, like, it made no sense at all. Thanos confirmed. He saw her Infinity Stones. I think he was washing his Infinity Stones in the sink. The only thing I wanted was to disintegrate into atoms and to get as far from the epicenter as possible. He was sitting there the whole time. So she noticed me then. Yeah, so you're not like covert ops. You can't just sit behind a bush and think nobody sees you. Nurse Violet, yes. Nurse Violet, she looks like she could beat up anybody. You, and I accidentally, if you know what I mean, he's about to get his ass kicked. Alyssa rushed at me, covering my butt with one hand and holding my clothes with the other. I ran in the woods. What is it covering his butt for? It seemed the best solution to me at that time, as showing up naked in the middle of the camp accompanied by two screaming girls wasn't a good idea. I ran without looking back. He's just running all over the place. And stopped few minutes later to catch breath. It seemed that there was no pursuit. So I managed to save myself. Yeah, for now, I guess you have to show up at the canteen at some point. But at the cost of lacerated, scratched, and bleeding feet, as I had no time to put on my boots. I sat on a tree stump inside. Sometime later, having dressed already, I hope, I left the forest. Saved myself. Yeah, nobody wanted to grab him, the stinky naked guy. Because he only washed himself for 10 seconds. I need to decide what to do next. My feet are hurting, so I should go straight to the infirmary. Not just for your feet, dude. Apparently you had all these cuts and shit from when you're in the mine. You probably should have went there first thing in the morning, or, you know, when you got up. But on the other hand, my stomach isn't going to wait either. Maybe I should accept Electronic's invitation. Oh, I feel a choice coming on. We're gonna get a choice. I hope. Or head to the canteen in the hope of finding something left to eat there. I got a choice. I can go anywhere. Time to save. Save. So we can go to the infirmary where, I guess, Viola would be there. Hey Rift, yeah, I remember you. How's it going? So, Or we can go to the canteen, or I'm not too sure if I want to go talk to Electronic. I think I'll go to the infirmary. Let's go talk to Viola. Yeah, let's go talk to Viola. I was always took good care of my health. Okay, caveman. I was always took good care of my health, and even better care at the times when something starts to hurt badly. So without hesitation, I made my way to the infirmary. Yeah, well, like, English is like a foreign language today. I just don't even acknowledge it sometimes. I know, but I just don't acknowledge. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just gonna keep going. But right in front of door, I stopped as if some mysterious force was holding me. Honestly, a lot of this stuff sounds like it doesn't make sense. even though the sentences sometimes do. I had absolutely no desire to face the camp nurse without any urgent need, but on the other hand, I almost did a great deed yesterday defending the infirmary. So, in some sense, she owed me. Is she even here? Like, we waited here forever, and she didn't come, and then so we left to go eat dinner. And we locked the door. Don't we still have her keys? How would she have gotten in? Unless we left them, which seems irresponsible. I took heart and opened the door. Hi, pioneer. Or prisoner. Hello? I'm sorry that I was so late yesterday. It wasn't a problem at all, except it totally was a problem. It's true, it is the least of his flaws. He has many flaws. Why have you come? Are you sick? She smiled slyly. I think she just really wants to, like, poke and prod people. She's, like, dying to experiment on people. Well, I got my feet a bit... You got a bit what? My feet. He's like, feet hurt. I gave a stupid answer. Okay, show me. I sat on the couch and took off my boots. How did you manage that? I'd better keep silent about what happened near the washstands. Well, okay, never mind. Wait a second. She rummaged in the drawer and took out a big red pill with a cross-shaped notch from a vial. And what is that for? My prostate hurts. I was disturbed by the size of the pill and its strange shape. They are broken in halves usually and not in quarters. This is to make the amputation of your legs unnecessary. What? What the— whoa! What the fuck? Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Nothing, don't be afraid. Just boobs, just in my face. Okay. Pioneer, you'll take it and it will— you'll take it. You'll take it and it will be all right. And this pill, why does it look like that? Oh geez. That's for patients who refuse to take medicines perorally. We screw it into them with a screwdriver then. I didn't dare to ask where they were being screwed in, actually. And now try to bear it a bit. She took a big pack of cotton wool, wrapped a bud with it, and applied plenty of iodine to it. I braced myself for the torments of hell. That's what I thought of as a suppository. I moaned quietly. But my trust in this method of disinfection was much higher than in the odd pill, so I had to withstand the burning. Now it's done. I put on my boots and tried to walk. My feet were still hurting, but the sharp pain was gone. Thank you. Don't mention it. Drop in any time, Pioneer. Okay. I said goodbye and left the infirmary. My health problem was solved. Yay. It's the right time to eat now. Oh, okay. That was a weird little encounter. I don't even know what just happened. But apparently, yeah, it's the right time to eat now. You feel like you're normal after watching one of these streams. I mean, this guy, I don't know. He's special. He is special. The day was just started and I've gone through so many things already. and you slept in. But I did it and now have legitimate grounds to fill myself up. Like an egg. Today I wasn't the last one, so I could choose a free table. Lunch included pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. And for some reason, all that doesn't seem like it goes together. I mean, it separately, they seem fine. Like, pea soup is fine. Mashed potatoes are fine. Fish are fine. But together, it just doesn't seem like it would be a meal. Doesn't seem like a meal that I would have. I don't know, it just sounds really weird to me. It was a major disappointment to me as I don't eat fish in any form. Oh, he's picky. And hence will get fewer calories than usual. That's his thought process. I'm not going to be able to eat the fish because I don't like it, so I'm going to get fewer calories. What do you want? Like, I don't know. We haven't had like a weird inner monologue from Semyon in a while. Soon Slavia and Lena came to my table. Can we? She smiled nicely. Eh? Oh, yeah, sure. I stood up and pulled out a chair for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at that moment. How? How is he in an excellent mood if he doesn't like the food? Yeah, it's probably not as much as the other meals. A major disappointment. What? Enjoy your meal. Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued for some time, but then after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate. Oh, I thought she was like standing there still, and she's like, oh, okay, well, you're not gonna pull a chair out for me, so yeah, you guys enjoy your meal, and was gonna walk off all sad and Eeyore-like, but I guess she's sitting there. I don't know. You too. Or not? I don't know. I guess she's still there. Do you have any plans for today, Semyon? Nope. I gave her an honest answer, as indeed I had no plans. Except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal that he has not made any progress in whatsoever. He keeps saying that he's going to search for answers. He never does. He just gets distracted and does other things like go to the beach, play in a card tournament, fall down a hole. I guess, yeah, he's a simple man. He sees female, gets in good mood. Yeah, or maybe he ate everybody's leftover mashed potatoes. He's like, I got my calories back. Do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us? There's an island? What's on this island? The island. Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what? Olga Dmitrievna asked us to gather some strawberries. There are a lot of strawberries there, and they're so delicious. I could imagine the taste even without eating it, just by looking at Slavia's face. Huh, what? Strawberries. And what are those for? I quickly read that and I thought he was asking him, what are those? What are strawberries? What are those for? I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea. Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure. Maybe he'll find answers. Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier. I guess he just, like, scarfed down his lunch. Strawberries are something you ingest. You eat them. They taste good. They are categorized as fruits. You had them in your fruit soup the other night. Within minutes... Yeah, okay, I already read that. Well, here is the boat. Hang on, I'll go and fetch the paddles now. I was left face to face with Lena. Do you like strawberries? Yeah, they're good. Oh, well, not really. Who doesn't like strawberries? I mean, unless I guess you're allergic to them. But they're tasty. What? What? Do you like strawberries? Not really, but they're tasty. What else would you do with strawberries but eat them and be tasty? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, god. 정말 눈치껏이 하나 없어. Oh, thanks, Major. That scared me too. I was just like about to speak and I'm like, ah. Thank you. Some jump scare. Strawberries. It was all those strawberries. Because, you know, she doesn't really like them, but they're tasty. I see. I didn't know what to say next. How to continue the conversation. At this, I actually don't blame him. I don't know what you could say next. If Slavia didn't come back, we could probably sit here till the evening without saying a word. Probably in awkward silence. Here you go. She handed me a pair of hefty paddles. Yeah, thanks. Here you go. You get to do all the work. That's really why they asked me or Semyon to go to the island. Because then they knew they wouldn't have to row the boat there. I see what you're doing, Slavia. You're not as innocent as we all think you are. Or at least as that I think you are. You're not. We got into the boat. I untied it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling. Oh, wait, is he failing at this? And where exactly are we heading to? Right there. She pointed her finger at the island. That island is named the closest one. What? Basically, yeah, tricked him into doing work. Pretty much. That's the only way you're gonna get him to do work. You have to trick him. I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore. I guess it's the closest one, right? It probably sounds better in Russian, I think, but translated, it's probably, yeah. yeah, he smells, and they just kind of don't really want to say anything. I'm surprised there's no panty shots in this, because they seemed quite liberal with the panty shots. Hi, Captain. Hi, Captain. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? If only I'd known what was waiting for me ahead. I was watching the baseball game the other day, and it was against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they were playing the SpongeBob theme during the game. It was so strange. I don't know why, I just thought of that. I wasn't an experienced oarsman. I'd rowed a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. He needs to level up his rowing skills. But approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddles to get some rest. Dude is so out of shape. You can't even paddle half a mile. Well, aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places? But the tastiest ones grow there. Dude, you're not impressing these girls while you're like struggling, like, ugh, like, and you just gave up. You're like, I can't do it. Can we go back? I'm too tired. Wait, what? The Russian military has a crude version? I guess it's like a YouTube video. Slavia gave me a puzzled look. Is it hard for you to row alone? Lena, unlike Slavia, understood everything straight away. No, Slavia totally understands. She's just disappointed that you can't fucking row their asses over there. She just thought you were stronger, I guess. And she's not saying anything, but she totally knows. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I couldn't let a fragile girl help me. Oh no. The poor girls, they'll break if they do any sort of manual labor at all. The rest of the way I spent concentrating on staying alive while getting to the island. He's like, I'm gonna pass out and die. Slavia and... Slavia and Lenya. Typo. Slavia and her evil twin, Lenya, discussed something, but I wasn't listening. Well, that was too much for me. Okay. What they were talking was too much? Or you just can't listen and row at the same time? At last we arrived. Oh my gosh, is that how is that how far away it is? Is that how far away they were? He just had to row the boat just across that, and he's like dying. He's dying. He can't row that little bit. He's just and I think I'm gonna guess the water is quite calm, and he just can't row across that little bit of water there. He's just dying. It is the closest one. It's not that far. Yes, you could throw a rock across. Dude. Oh, okay. I see, like they probably thought, well, it's not gonna be a big deal. We'll just ask him to row the boat over there. It'll be fine. I'm completely exhausted. I got out on the shore and looked at the boathouse. Could have swam over there. It seems so far away. Oh yeah, so far away that I felt like a first person on the moon watching the Earth rise. I don't know. Like, I hear the writers, they're trying to sell how far away it is, but looking at that, it is not that far. It is so not that far away. He would have drowned on the shore. He would have got like... like just a few feet out, and then you'd be like, I'm too tired, I'm gonna drown. And you can still stand up in the water. Here you go. Slavia handed me a basket. She's like, okay, now get to work. More work. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long. And it looked more like a birch grove with even rows of trees covering its entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet, with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise, I guess. It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow just here. It's just convenient, that's all. It's the closest one. We've got to split up. That way we'll do the job faster. Yeah, sure. But there are only 2 baskets. Why didn't you get another one? Oh, you're right. My bad. So how are we gonna split them up? Oh, do I have to choose who I get to go with to pick strawberries with? Ah, I knew it. I knew it. I don't know. Do we go with Lena or do we go with Slavia? I kind of feel like going with Lena will be completely awkward. And I feel like Slavia's hiding something. Yeah, he's just so... Yeah, he's so awkward with Lena, you're right. Or he could just sit on the boat and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill out here. Why don't you guys, you two, go get the strawberries and I'll just sit here and wait. That feels like more what he would say. I didn't want to walk here alone and hoped that Slavia would join me, but I couldn't bring myself to ask. Wait, what? I picked her? Why aren't we picking her? Well, it's obvious. 1 basket for me, 1 for you two. That wasn't the choice, Semyon. What the fuck? That wasn't even the choice. The choice... The choice was between Lena or Slavia, not, oh, by myself. What? No, let me go with you. Oh, okay. The game corrected itself. All is right in the world. Okay. I was a bit surprised, but I was also glad that it turned out like this. Lena seemed to take no offense at all. Oh, I see. Because if we actually picked, then Lena wouldn't, or whatever girl that we didn't pick might feel bad. So the game kind of did it in a way that none of them would feel bad. Hard-coded that he'd still mess up. He's not that suave. They had to make it seem, you know, believable. The reaping has commenced. Not quite how I would put it. The strawberries were delicious here indeed. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to the garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. That's surprising. Usually wild strawberries, you know, they're quite small. I don't know why. I mean, unless this is supposed to be a clue that this world is magical, is supernatural, there's no way that you would get wild strawberries that big. They're always like small, like little tiny wild strawberries. But like, it's fine because they taste better. But no, this place is magical. May the odds be ever in your favor, strawberries. Slavia was walking right beside me as we had only 1 basket. I felt like a mushroom picker, looking under every shrub and searching through the grass carefully. Or, you know, you could feel like a strawberry picker because you're picking strawberries. What the fuck? What? Pay attention. An entire bunch of strawberries had been left behind. Oh no. I mean, there's no way that we could fill up the entire little basket with every strawberry that's on this island. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's fine. You must enjoy being here, don't you? You like nature, after all. He's assuming. Of course I do. It reminds me of my home. We have similar beautiful birches there. She gazed dreamily somewhere into the distance. Look, I've always wanted to ask, what do you like in general? Like, just, you know, things. You look busy 24/7, and it seems like you have no time to rest at all. Okay, if this is the 80s, I kind of feel like saying 24/7 isn't a thing then, and she would be like, what the fuck is 24/7? And then he'd have to explain it to her, and then she'd be like, well, why didn't you just say all the time? I feel like that's not 80s slang, even in Russia, especially in Russia, because aren't they like a decade behind what we were like in the Western world? I feel like. She started to think. I don't know, really. I don't know, really. Yeah, okay. Doing a variety of activities is enjoyable for me. Well, that's understandable, but still. I like knitting and sewing. Things like that. I thought she just said she liked nature. Those are things that you do indoors. Though I admit, I do like knitting, but I haven't done it for a long time. And part of it is because hats and scarves and stuff are so expensive, and they never, like, there's always, I'm picky, okay? Like, I see a hat, and I'm like, I like this, except this one thing. I wish this was different. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna learn how to make this hat, and then I'll do the thing that I want on it, and then it will be cheaper, and it won't cost like 40-50 bucks for a stupid hat that I only use. Well, okay, no, I do use it because it's cold like half of the year, but still. And the dialogue is such poop that fertilizes the strawberries to grow so large. Ah, that's it. That's the reason why. He ate some magic mushrooms by accident, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what this whole thing is. Coop, that you've solved the mystery. This whole thing is just him high on magic mushrooms. That's it. That he went to his reunion and he got offered some mushrooms, and that's what all this is. It's just a bad trip. Slavia took a handkerchief out of her pocket. There were red, yellow, and green flowers embroidered on it. They were entangled with each other in a complicated way, creating sophisticated geometric forms. Such a typical Russian handmade handkerchief. It's just typical. Glimpsing at it, I instantly imagined Slavia dressed in an ancient sarafan, sitting on a bench beside a ramshackle house with a crowd of playing children running around. Did he just like picture her as like the little old lady who lives in a shoe? It's quite cute. Thanks. Let me give it to you as a gift. Such a proposal embarrassed me. You shouldn't. No, take it. I looked at the handkerchief once again and put it into my pocket. Thank you. That's Russianness. Did I call her a babushka? I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like, it sounded like something. If you had a lot of kids, that she would be just this little old Russian lady. She's like, here, you want my boogers? And he's like, I'll treasure it forever. It's like, I got her DNA. I can go to the future and clone her. There were so many strawberries here that after a mere half an hour, we had the basket filled up to the brim. It's seems we're done. Yes. We've got a lot, so it should surely be enough. When we got back to the boat, Lena wasn't there. She'd need more time to fill the basket by herself. Yeah, I guess so. I looked at the river. Sun sparkles happily danced across the water surface, were the only thing that distinguished it from a mirror. That's how calm the river seemed. See, I knew it. I knew it was just a calm river. Why was he having so many problems? What are you thinking about? Nothing really. And you? Oh, this is great conversation. Me? What will happen once vacation is over? We'll have to leave this camp and go back to our homes. This is a vacation? Are they on vacation? I thought it was... I don't know. It seems like they had chores and stuff. Watch the boat sink because of the heavy basket. Will I ever see anyone I met here again? Will I ever see you again? Probably not. But she looked at me with her eyes so full of sorrow that I couldn't think of what to say. Isn't there like so much time? Okay, she got here a week ago. We got here at the beginning of the week. So she's been here almost 2 weeks. We've been here almost a week. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more time left. I mean, why would you just, unless it's just for 2 weeks, but that doesn't seem right. It seems like you would be here at least a month. I think. Vacation. Lena came out of nowhere, breaking the silence. Oh, you're done already. Here. She showed us a basket full of strawberries. Great. Now we can go back. He's like, ah, fuck, that means I have to row the boat. And I still had Slavia's face and those words of hers in my mind, or on my mind. Sadness and sorrow weren't the kinds of emotions typical of her. Could she be hiding them? Could she be hiding them all the time under a mask of cheerfulness? Oh, Slavia's hiding things, alright. She's hiding lots of things. Just look at that face. There are lots of secrets behind those eyes.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
アスレティシズム、1アウトオブ100ステルス、1アウトオブ100コンスティチューション、1アウトオブ100。
I think she says the numbers in Japanese. Thanks, Major. Yeah, we gotta work on our athleticism skills. Yeah, we need to re-roll our main character. Oh, so weird. She said the numbers in Japanese. I had no answer to this question, and I knew I couldn't find one either way. Maybe later, of course. Semyon, the procrastinator. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt after only a few sweeps of the oars. He's still like thinking, I'm gonna die on this boat rowing. It's so hard. Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Dude, it's not that far away. Oh, we're gonna see the nurse again. Oh yeah, we might see Viola again. Who knows what she's gonna give him now. Slavia and Lena leaned over me. You could have said something if it was so hard for you. Yes. Never mind, it's fine. I'll just lie here for a bit and everything will be alright. Okay, then get those baskets to Olga Dmitrievna, please. We have something else to do. See? She's sly. She's just like, yeah, let's ask Semyon. He'll do all the hard work. He'll get us there. and then we can ask him to pick some of the strawberries, and then we can ask him to row it back, and then we can just ditch him with the strawberries and tell him to go take them back to Olga, and we'll just go do other things. Other things, like go to the beach or something stupid. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree with anything at that moment just so I wouldn't have to get up. Slavia put the baskets full of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something. Yeah, about how she totally duped Semyon into doing all the hard work. The hardest part is done anyway. That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So the trip to the camp's leader's cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters to have a rest. It's not like she's expecting you. You could have like just taken a lot longer and just sat down. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground and sat on the deck chair with difficulty. Is he literally like, he just put them there and he's like, just sat down there and just yelled out for her, Olga Dmitrievna! Olga Dmitrievna, I've got presents for you. There's no answer. I barely managed to get up and enter the cabin. There was nobody there. If you don't need them, it's up to you. Who is he talking to? Nobody. He's losing his mind. I lay down on the deck chair and fell asleep. Of course, he fell asleep. He's always sleeping. He slept in, and then he fell asleep. Is he, like... Is he okay? This guy is like Ant-Man, but scaled up. Ant strength in human body. Yeah. It seems like that. He just has like no stamina at all. And yet the night before he did all sorts of stuff. What is this? I had a weird dream about a strawberry race. I was rowing a boat with my last ounces of strength, trying to escape huge strawberries that were chasing me. My hands were failing me, and I could barely see anything because of the sweat covering my face. Blood was hammering in my temples, but the strawberries were getting closer. He was that traumatized by this little outing? Like, what the hell? They were baring their teeth at me. Yeah, because all strawberries have teeth. But wait, strawberries with teeth? Semyon! Semyon! I woke up. Olga Dmitrievna was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder. I see you got a rich harvest, didn't you? I'm sure he was like yelling things in his sleep and she's not even bothering. She doesn't care if he's okay or not. She's like, whatever. Yeah, where did you hide the drugs? Where are the drugs? Swear to me! Oh, what? Is he gonna take all the credit? He could take all the credit, can't he? Yep, I tried my best, thanks to the girl's help. What if he takes all the credit? Let's take all the credit. Okay, but that's not all. Seriously, I was just anticipating the lovely rest I was about to have. Do you even know what these strawberries are for? Not a clue. What an honest confession. We'll make a cake out of them. Is he gonna make it? I hope he's not gonna make it, because he's not, I can't picture him cooking or baking. Hey, is that Mladenez? I'm sorry I butchered that, but hi. I'm sorry I don't speak Russian or read it, but hello. I see. Well, that makes sense. To honor the miraculous rescue of Shurik. He gets a full cake? What about us? We survived too. Don't you get a cake? Everybody loves this shirt guy. Oh. I have no idea what the ending is. I haven't played this game. And it's all thanks to you. It was clear that getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left to do. And why? Please tell me, if I am such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name all by myself? Well, I guess. They're just dumping all sorts of stuff on him to do. So, I have an important task for you. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. Do I get to go to town? Oh, please tell me I get to go to town. And need it all in the canteen before dinner. And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow? Of course they can't. All of them are busy. Of course they are. And you are the only one in the whole camp who does nothing. At least she's calling him out on it. Yeah, he's pretty much a gopher. Well, her words were partly true. That doesn't make it any easier for me now. Moreover, those words felt like a bullet to my head. So write it down. You'll get yeast in the infirmary. Oh, I gotta go all over the camp. Flour. Why is there flour in the library? And sugar in the clubhouse? Why? This makes no sense. Why are these things in these places? What? This makes no sense. Wait I have no time. I'm in a hurry. Good luck. She smiled slyly and left. Of course there are lots of strange things in this camp, but... yeast in the infirmary? Okay, I can deal with that, but flour in the library? And sugar? No, it's way beyond my comprehension. At least he thinks it's weird too. That's weird that the game calls that out. I spat on the floor. I don't want to, and I will not believe this. Tell me, just tell me you're pulling my leg. Who is he talking to? She's gone. She's gone. I would not be surprised if a crowd of fat green trolls would appear here right now beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me. Fat green trolls? Like, I don't know. What is he talking about? Like trolls too? Like, oh my god. But that wasn't exactly it. Yeah, it's true. He didn't write down the items. So, we're a little screwed unless we can tell him where to go. So maybe to hell with this cake. I weighed my options for some time. No, if such a major plan of Olga Dmitrievna's fell through, I'd be in for a world of hurt. And it would complicate both my life in the camp and my search for answers, which I stopped for quite a while. At least he admits it. It seems I have no choice. I mean, like, I guess we don't have a choice either. They've just showed us all the places to go to. Alright, we'll just go left to right, I guess, since we do have to get everything. It feels like I've gone through more things today than all the previous days combined. Maybe, no, I don't know. No, I think yesterday was quite a lot. Thus, approaching the clubhouse, I'd even forgotten to think about how awkward it must be to look for sugar there. What the fuck is that? Is this some weird science? Shurik and Electronic were enthusiastically building something. It's a cat girl. It is a cat girl robot. How did you build that here at camp? They were so busy that they didn't even notice me. I looked closely. It was some kind of robot, or at least the body of one. It's got boobs. Moreover, this robot was female and had animal ears. Really? That is the first thing that you notice, Semyon, is that, oh, it's got animal ears. I mean, I guess you could see it's female, but you didn't draw attention to it's got boobs. I didn't want to make up theories about purpose of such device for luminaries of Camp Cybernetics. It's like, I don't even want to know why you're building this. Even though the design looked practically workable, I had my doubts about this robot ever being able to conquer Earth, or at least being able to do anything on its own. But they seem to be enjoying the process more than the end result itself. I don't know about that. I feel like they may enjoy the end result too. The clubhouse sponsored by Tenga. And that was something we shared, even though I didn't want to admit it. You're interested in this? What? On the other hand, they weren't afraid of possible failure, criticism, or jokes. They were working towards their goal without paying attention to others who would call it unrealistic or even absurd. Probably because nobody else knows what the fuck they're doing, because nobody else goes into this clubhouse. Except for Slavia, for some reason. She was in the clubhouse earlier. I don't know why she was there. That is the only other person that has been in this clubhouse, besides the guys. Oh, it looks like I'm truly comparing them to luminaries of the sciences. Hey guys, I greeted them uncertainly. Oh, Semyon, come in. We're always glad to see you. I was actually already inside. You know, sorry for what happened yesterday. I barely remember anything, but, well, never mind, it's okay. Sorry for almost killing you last night, but, yeah. Wait, my stream started lagging because you think that the PTR just started randomly downloading? Is it? What? Let me check. I don't think anything's downloading. No, I haven't dropped any frames. Oh, but you— oh, it was downloading for you, I guess. Oh. Maybe it's Twitch? Oh, okay. I don't know. I think I have their beta thing on Twitch enabled for— what is it called? I can turn it off. I just forgot. Their low latency thing. I don't know if it works or not. Yeah, low latency. I don't know. I remember before, like a while ago, I tried it and it seemed that some people were having problems. It's okay now? Okay. Because I don't know if I should switch it off. Weird. Maybe it's just Twitch. And what brings you to our humble abode? Electronic looked at me slyly. Stop looking at me slyly, Electronic. Sometimes I feel that he makes such a face when he knows something about the other person.
Wow, fantastic, baby.
Dreamtail is trying to put a stop to their embarrassment. Kappa.
Maybe. Thanks, Major. Maybe they're like, please stop. We don't want attention to this. There's a reason why we made it free. Something he can use in a right moment. Sugar. I need sugar. Was there like a movie where, oh, MIB, right? Where the guy he's like what, he's like glass. He's like, no, put sugar in water. And then she pours the sugar. He's like, more. It's like, would you like some more water with your sugar? Yeah. That's what it reminded me of. Maybe they're all aliens and they just like taken skins. Maybe Semyon is an alien. You're just watching that the other night? Oh, that's funny. An image from an ancient video game suddenly came into my mind where some kind of unit, like a builder or something, cried out with all of its 5-pixel stature, "Gold! We need more gold!" No, Semyon, it's MIB. You're supposed to be thinking about MIB, like the rest of us. I don't know what this gold, we need more gold is. We got it. Why would you want it? I felt that I shouldn't explain to Shurik that they want to bake a cake for him. I shouldn't spoil the surprise. I don't know. Olga Dmitrievna told me to get some. Okay, hang on. It's just like, we happen to have sugar. Yeah, you can have it. Why? Because I want to make something with it. Like,
Wow, fantastic, baby.
ニューバジュ、ビフォードリムテイルダドジースアリスス2はフラインステート。
Thanks, Victor. No DDoS, no DDoS. Oh, was it a Warcraft reference? Like one of the old Warcraft games? The DDoSes. But she says Japanese numbers. It's weird. And why do you have sugar here? Why not in the canteen? When the food truck came last time, it was the last thing to unload. And given that our building is the closest one to the entrance, they decided to leave it here to save some effort. That's reasonable, isn't it? The door opened, revealing Electronic hauling a huge bag behind him. Oh my god, we have to haul this heavy crap. I really don't know what the size of the cake will be, but that was obviously too much sugar. Well, thanks, but I don't need it all. But where would we put it? Where you got it from? Electronic gave me a surprised look. We don't have a place for it. You asked for sugar, so take it. It seems that previous smile of his wasn't there without reason. Maybe you'll help me then? It's not that far to carry. We're busy. Leave me alone. He pointed his hand at the robot. I gazed at Shurik. He owed me, after all. He hesitated and then looked away in shame. I sighed and took the bag and headed to the door. Thanks anyway. Why the hell did she say, like, I mean, I guess he really isn't doing anything important, Semyon. I mean, they're building a robot. He's just the little errand boy. I said at parting, exerting myself. I didn't make it too far. Oh, the orcs say that. Okay. Vaguely familiar. I only played Warcraft 3. But I didn't get very far. We're busy making sex doll. Go away. Me busy. Leave me alone. Just after a mere 20 meters, I had to put the bag down to have a rest. I had no idea how much it weighed, but it felt like more than 20 kilos. On the one hand, it was just 200 meters to the canteen. On the other hand, even such a distance with this payload on my shoulder, or alternatively in my hands, or on my legs, or under my arm, or even on my head, looked impossible for me to cover. He's gotta escort the payload, do the objective. And as I resigned myself to move in minor sprints with prolonged pauses between them, so I could get there by night at least, I heard a voice behind me. So he's basically just trying to like drag this bag over, and he has to stop every couple of steps to kind of like recover and rest. His gold objective time, 5 days. Maybe I could help you? I saw Lena in front of me. I don't think you can, cause you know, like you said before, oh, they're females. They can't help me. It was one of those moments when I felt painfully how dramatically I was out of shape. I can bring a handcart. A handcart? Why didn't I think of that myself? Cause you don't think. Yes, that would be great. Wait here, I'll be right back. She smiled and ran in the direction of the square. What would I do without her? Nothing, you'd just be standing there until somebody else saw you and you asked for help. It's good that Lena isn't always that shy and can take the initiative sometimes. I started to think. She seemed quite unusual now, with no trace of shyness on her face and actually the complete opposite, smiles and confidence. The offer to help wasn't something extraordinary by itself, but getting it from Lena... She's evolving. Yeah, never heard of a wheelbarrow, exactly. A few minutes later, she came back with a smallish handcart. I put the bag down on it. Thanks. Don't mention it. She blushed and looked down. Oh, the Lena we all know is back. So, I'll go now. Well, yes, see you soon, or see you, and thank you again, I shouted after her. Sometimes I felt like there are two different people living inside Lena. But the second one, confident, happy, and sometimes even bold, only appears when she talks to me. Maybe she's just like you. She just like woke up one day and was at the camp. I don't know. Probably not. Or am I making things up again? Again? I thought that it would be better if I get all the ingredients at once, so I headed to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin with the hand cart. Okay, we'll go to the infirmary. I feel like I've visited the infirmary too often recently, but what can I do? That's how things pan out. I sighed and knocked on the door. Come in, the nurse said with a trace of sing-song accent. Oh, I guess you'd like, come in. Good afternoon. Olga Dmitrievna has sent me to get some... I hesitated slightly. Yeast. Ha, sure. She gave me a broad smile. It's just that I don't have any. Pioneer. How so? She said that... Well, I have some, but now there's none left. I didn't even bother asking why she had it in the first place. Well, don't worry. You can have some aspirin, for example. That could be of some use to me, actually. Where do I get it then? I sighed. Take this. Take 2 and call me in the morning. She opened the drawer and pulled out some kind of bottle. I took a closer look. Whoa, what? It was... The thing showed up before that. What? It was Kinsko beer. What did that say up in the corner? Because now it's gone. Oh, can I go backwards? Will it say? No? Oh? Oh, wait, oh. Ah, okay. It's a well-known brand of cheap beer in USSR. Oh.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, god. 정말 눈치껏지 하나 없어.
Hey, thanks, Major. Hey, Tigger. I'm laughing because of the way that perfectly went over her face. Like, it was just all over her head, and it was just like she suddenly transformed into the me girl. Thank you, Major. Newts. We're getting quite yeasty here, that's for sure. We got beer. The Austin Kinsko whatever beer. What's the matter? Beer is also a fermented product. She gave me a deep gaze. Nobody will ever notice. She had a point, but everything just looked so grotesque to me that I couldn't find anything to say. What? We mean everything looked grotesque. That's such a weird thing to say. It's just beer. Are you sure? Absolutely. Okay then. The bottle clearly wouldn't fit into the pocket of my shorts. Well, thanks. I mumbled shyly, leaving the infirmary. Well, beer certainly could replace yeast. Even my limited knowledge of chemistry and biology was enough to accept this. But generally, walking around with this bottle in my hands looked like a silly idea to me, so I decided to bring it to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin and hide it there. But I had to reach it somehow without anybody noticing the beer. Like, I mean, how big is this beer? It's beer bottle. Like, it can't be that big. He can just, like, hold it in his hands, like, and hide it. Yeah, or under his shirt. I hid the bottle under my shirt. Hey, Jagger. This is a, it's like a Russian visual novel that I don't really know what's going on. He just woke up at this camp. He's trying to find answers, but the main character is completely useless, and he's lazy, and he procrastinates, and he's kind of stupid. And yeasty. Well, our balls did smell, but we did wash them. Those are the only things we washed. Oh, it's Slavia. And everything would be fine, but Slavia called out to me at the square. She knows everything. She's just not gonna let on that she knows everything. Actually, she sprang out from behind me so suddenly that I even gave a start. How's it going? What exactly? Huh? Your search for ingredients? Why is this music so loud? So you know already. Yes, I do. She knows everything. It's going alright, I answered, trying not to give away my unrest. And what do you have there? She pointed at the bottle sticking out from under my shirt. This... She got me. It's nothing. Oh yeah, let's see how Semyon lies his way out of this one. He's not going to, because we already know that. I blushed with a silly giggle. It's time to go. Oh, he pulled a Slavia on her. Because usually, whenever she doesn't want to answer something, she just, like, leaves. She just goes, nope, and then she leaves. And that's exactly what he did. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that, and I'm going to leave. He did her own move on her. How does it feel? What is the hat emote? It's like a Michael Jackson like smooth criminal hat emote. Now it looks like Zen has a hat on top of his head. I was almost running, leaving the square with the puzzled Slavia behind. It's great that she's one of those people who don't ask unnecessary questions. But there are people in this camp who like nothing better than to poke their noses into other people's business. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Passing the pioneers' cabins, I stumbled upon Ilyena. Yeah, like her. Oh my gosh, all the hats. Wait, are those like World Cup hats? Are there new? There's new World Cup hats? What? I watched part of the Russia versus Saudi Arabia game because I was eating brunch, I guess. So many emotes. Message ban-hatted. What are you hiding there? She gave me one of her cheeky looks. Nope, just say nope and run away. Just say nope and run away, Semyon. Just leave, just leave. I thought there was no point in denying anything, so I replied in a provocative manner. It's none of your business. I'm a cipher officer bearing a message to headquarters. That is not a good lie, Semyon. That's terrible. It's so terrible. Where do you get those from? Do I have those? Let me see. Now I'm curious. I'm curious. Or is it like from... I don't know. Did they have a thing or is it just a limited time? I have no idea. Hey Chris and Catman Cat, how's it going? When someone cheers 150 bits or more in a chat. Oh, I see. I guess it just started like yesterday? Today? Yesterday. Or something, I guess. Because I don't remember seeing these yesterday. It's certainly a big... No, Yana, you're 14. Stop, don't finish that message. Stop. I was carrying the bottle at waist height, so I was slightly embarrassed. Did you stick that bottle down your pants? I hope not. You want some help? No. Go away. You're 14. I'll deal with it on my own. I walked past her confidently and proceeded on my way. To my surprise, she didn't say anything, nor try to pursue me. Good. Good. Get away, younging. There was nobody at Olga Dmitrievna's cabin, so I successfully managed to stuff the bottle under my bed. Yeah, nobody gonna notice the bottle under the bed, unless you meant under the mattress? Maybe? Under the covers? Under the pillow? I don't know, but if you put it like under the bed, yeah, you're gonna notice that. You don't have to. Someone else in chat does it and everyone gets them? What? Once I got outside, I sighed with relief. Really, I couldn't believe that I would ever worry that much
fantastic,
about a
baby.
single bottle of beer.
ティモッツテスト
Futti emotsu testo. Did it work? Activated a football giveaway for 5 others in chat. Oh, thanks, Major. What?
Wow.
Did that work? Did everybody get hats? Did the hats get unlocked? Oh, wait, are they just like...
Wow. Fantastic,
I don't even
baby.
know.
OK ミーに
Oh, thanks, Goob. Thanks, Chris. Goal! I got this. I got a Korean football. I got this Korean football. I don't even know what's happening. I didn't even look at their announcement. Oh, it has to be 150.
Wow. Fantastic, baby.
4兆4444億4444万4444
Thanks, Scoop. Did you say that whole number like in full? Wait, but it works. It's an activated football giveaway for 6 others in chat. I still don't know, like, where's the footballs? I still only see like the thing. Do you guys see them? Do you have the footballs? The footy footballs?
Wow. Fantastic, baby.
I seem to have a lot more free for peeps.
Oh yay! For the peeps! Yeah, more thanks, Major. Oh yeah, I see. Cause now I've got this hat. I don't know what hat that is. What is that? Which country is that? Uruguay? all the footy balls. Alright. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, now we know how it works. What was I talking about? Beer? Oh, that he'd worry over a single bottle of beer. 41. There are at least 41 new emotes. I hope that they're permanent. Like, limited time to get them, but then afterwards you get to keep them. I hope so. Because if not, then that's not very nice of Twitch. Like I was back in high school. It's a good thing it's safe now. Even if somebody finds it, I'll claim that it's not mine. It's Olga's. I'm beer. What? No, it's not mine. I could always think up a suitable excuse for my enormous experience. No, you couldn't, Semyon. You couldn't think up a lie on the spot. You just said some stupid thing about being a cipherer. Like, who would believe that? It was stupid. Oh, you have to go to the library to get flour, because that makes sense. I wonder what excuse or reason we're gonna get for the library having flour. It said only your balls were permanent, Coop. Is it when you collect all 3 sets of temporary football emotes, you'll get a permanent one, so you can show off that you supported your streamer and your team long after the tournament is over. Oh, okay. So you don't get to keep all of them? You just get to keep, like, one? Huh. It's interesting, I guess. Would be nice if you could keep all the hats. If every other place on the cake ingredient list made at least some sense to me, then flour from the library made none. Me too. I thought hard about who would put it in the library and why, but couldn't find any sane explanation after all. Given Zenya's harsh nature, I'd better knock first. It's a library, just walk in. Open. Zenya peered to me closely from behind her glasses. What do you want? don't think anything weird, but I didn't want to look like an idiot and decided to explain things carefully. I need some flour. Olga Dmitrievna said that it's here. I understand that it sounds strange to keep the flour in the library, but I was sent to you and it's needed for a cake to celebrate Shurik's rescue. Yes, I have the flour. What's so strange about that? Or about it? Hey, music. Yay. On that second, I felt like I'd been hit on the head with a heavy weight and lost the ability to understand anything at all. He says that like that's new for him. It's not. They'll disappear in August. Oh no. Then you'll just have to use the emotes as much as you can until then. Enjoy it. Savor it. Flower in the library. Sure, what's so strange about it? We're in Wonderland. I'm Alice. Now I'm gonna eat that magic mushroom and I'll be back home. Or you've already ate them. And that's why you're in Wonderland. I don't know, I just like thought of him now wearing like that dress. What is that pinafore dress that Alice wears? Hey. Yeah? I was daydreaming. Wait here, I'll be right back. She disappeared behind the bookshelves while I folded my hands and started waiting. I commenced my waiting. Right now. A moment later, the sound of a trapdoor groaning on its hinges reached me. There's a trap door in here? Wonder what else is in it. Hey, you need some help? I inquired loudly, even though he has no intention of actually helping. I'll deal with it, Xenia barked out to me. It seems to be in the basement, so I'll have to wait a little. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie? A few minutes passed, but Xenia still hadn't returned. I was starting to get worried when the door was suddenly flung open and Alyssa came into the library. She looked surprised too, seeing me here. What are you doing here? Am I not allowed to be here? I said rudely. Oh, that wasn't very rude. Alyssa was clearly a bit overwhelmed. What do I care? She snorted and headed to Xenia's table. So rude. And why are you here then? Alyssa measured me with her eyes carefully and almost opened the mouth. What? Had almost opened the mouth to say something, but then seemed to change the mind and turned away, hiding the hands behind the back. What? Returning a book? I blurted the first thing off the top of my head. It's none of your business, she replied with a hint of hesitation. What book is it? Alyssa was silent. Oh, come on, let me see it. I wonder what Miss High Voltage Keep Away reads. I wouldn't go around calling her names. She doesn't seem to like nicknames all that much. It's none of your business. Oh, okay, I don't insist or anything, although you were totally insisting. In fact, I was quite interested to find out that Alyssa was reading. Semyon's interested that she's reading because he can't read. And he's like, wow, that takes so much skill, because I don't know how to read. Moreover, I was quite amused to see a book in her hands. TV, movies, or a computer, if one were available here, all these things seem to be much more appropriate entertainment for a girl like her. The fuck does that mean? But she had a book instead. Try to snatch the book out of Alyssa's hand? I mean, we could. I don't think she'll like us for doing that. I don't know. I want to know what it is. Be an asshole, I guess. My curiosity won. I struck at the right moment when Alyssa was looking away from me and snatched the book. I mean, she'd do the same to me, although now, upon thinking, I probably shouldn't, because she's kind of had a weird day with us. because we were in the bush naked watching her and she got her bra taken off from her somehow. Ouch! In the following second, her face took on such an expression that it made me question my decision. If I'm about to die, at least I know what for. For being an idiot. I held a copy of Gone with the Wind in my hand. Oh wait, that's that same book that Lena was reading. Yeah, exactly. I just said that. I was so astonished that I completely forgot about my imminent death. Is it interesting? Yeah. Is this like the only fictional book here in this library, Gone with the Wind, and they all just kind of pass it around and read it? Because everything else in here is just propaganda, communism books, or socialism. Okay then. I handed the book back to her. Alyssa threw it on the table and left the library quickly without looking at me. Wait, does it have to be embarrassed? It's the only book of fiction in here. I'm so sure of it. I'm so sure. I don't know how I find these games. Oh wait, this game was on the recommended or the related list from Doki Doki. It's also free, so it's not like I had to pay for it. But what I'm amazed about it is that the backgrounds look so detailed for a free game. This is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna like I'm like dying. I like choked on my spit. So human things aren't alien to her. In the end, she too is a girl. What? Cause only girls read? What? What does that even mean? Terrible games recommend terrible games. Pretty much. After a quick read of everything that just happened, I concluded that there was actually nothing that strange. Oh my gosh. Okay, Semyon. Finally, Zenya's deep groan rang out, reaching each and every corner of the library. So, I guess she's getting the flower out, I'm guessing? I guess she's just like, trying to pull the flower out of the hatch. Grab it! I passed by the bookshelves and beheld the perspiring librarian sitting near the trap door leading into the basement with a small sack next to her. Well, they might have some sort of storehouse down there. Yeah, we should look down there sometime. You know, for answers that you never look for, Semyon. Thanks. If she produces a sex doll, you're out of there. Who knows what else is down there, Major? There could be other things down there. Who knows what she keeps down there? I took the sack and left the library. Thank goodness it wasn't too heavy, so I carried it down to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin without too much effort. He didn't bring the stupid cart with him? He knew he was picking up flour that it could possibly be heavy, but he didn't bring the cart with him. What is wrong with him? I'm going to bomb her ass. Oh, those Overwatch codes. Finally, it seems that everything had been collected. Oh, so now we can make a cake. I took the handcart with sugar outside and put the sack with the flour in it, followed by the 2 baskets of strawberries that somehow fitted in between. Somehow. and the beer was hidden under my shirt just in case. The day was coming to its end, so I had to hurry, as cake itself will need some time to bake. Of course, I'd rather enjoy lying down, closing my eyes, and getting a decent sleep, but I just couldn't let Olga Dmitrievna down. Plus, you slept in, dude. Like, you've had lots of sleep. Now they're just working you hard, probably because you slept in. Indeed, after all the trouble I'd gone, even I felt personally responsible for the success of this event. This guy's energy bar is shorter than a potato french fry. He's like one of those Sims that is always in the red with his energy, and they never want to like go to sleep, and they just keep trying to nap, but they never recover enough energy, so they just kind of pass out everywhere. Coming to the square, I stopped for a moment to catch my breath. It wasn't that the cart was that heavy. It wasn't that the cart that was heavy. It ran smoothly without any noticeable effort required. It was just that any physical exertion caused pain to me now, 'cause he's so out of shape. Both a physical and mental one. Oh, now he's just like, I am traumatized. And then he did he pass out like a fucking sim? I sat down on the bench and closed my eyes for a moment. He passed out like a sim. What's that? I didn't really give a damn who it was. Probably just a fellow pioneer girl taking an interest in an unfamiliar companion in distress. What are you talking about? I asked her tiredly. She didn't reply. Oh, those are the ingredients for the cake. Do you like cakes? He has his eyes closed and he's just like mumbling. Like, you know, I don't know. My parents used to do this when I was like a kid because I guess I tired them out or something. And they would just be sitting on the couch with their eyes closed and I'd be asking questions. And they'd just be like, yeah. I wasn't sure if they were awake or not. Yeah, like the mother of my Sims who just kept passing out everywhere. And that one with the cat that was looking up her butt. Or he can just, yeah, he should just eat some strawberries, get some energy. I don't know. Why, you've never tried cake? I don't know. Obviously, the girl didn't get what I was talking about, but it didn't surprise me at that moment. I really wasn't interested in the conversation. I was so tired that I had zero intention of classifying external distractions and tagging them as either common or uncommon. Who the hell does that even when they're not tired? I see. Come down to the canteen later and have a bite. Really? Really? And what are they made of? What? These cakes. Well, some flour, some sugar, various fillings. Now that's a strange question. Doesn't she know what cakes are made of? Who the hell is he talking to? Is he talking to a ghost? Who is he talking to? And you have it all here? Yeah, sort of. And sugar? And sugar. Could you lend me a little? What for? I thought it was over the top. A sudden gust of wind made me grab the cart instinctively. He's like, don't steal my sugar. I worked hard for this. And opened my eyes. However, nobody was there. Of course nobody was there. This place is magical, or supernatural, or whatever. It's not supposed to exist. Am I daydreaming? I noticed, though, that the sugar sack was untied and a small heap of it had poured out. She did steal sugar. That thief. Could it be that she was scared by the wind and ran away? So fast that he couldn't see her? Like the Flash or something? I don't think so. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. Having fixed the sack, I got up from the bench and continued on my challenging strawberry way. Oh, poor Semyon. His life is so hard. He just has to row a boat, bring some strawberries, and get some ingredients for a cake to bring to the canteen. That I don't think they're gonna make him make it, because I wouldn't. But then he gets to eat it later. Poor Semyon. I think they're making it for Shukri, whatever the hell his name is. Which I guess I could see why he's a bit annoyed, because he's like, I rescued him. But they're making it for the guy that got rescued. Not for the people that found him. I think so. I think that's why he was a little annoyed about the whole thing, but which makes it even funnier because they're like, yeah, nobody cares about you, Semyon. There wasn't a single person near the canteen. No wonder dinner was still an hour away. I brought the handcart to the rear exit and handed the foodstuffs to the camp cook. She must have already been told what to do with them as she gave me such an unpleasant look. She's like, fuck, I gotta make a cake too on top of dinner? And I mean, they make a lot of things for dinner, so I could see this being quite the annoyance. I'm not sure how long it takes to bake a cake, but it seems she had to hurry. Wait, what? Wait a second. Was that... was that what I think that was? Was that a reference to where is it? To... Some Lazy Town.
I'll put in some ingredients, but keep the rest for me.
It's definitely a Lazy Town reference.
I'm careful, can't you see? It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a cake.
Cake. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to relax with the remaining time up until dinner. Basically, he just wants to nap for like an hour. In short, I was so tired that I just sat on the steps and waited. And then fell asleep. He's like the Sims that just like pass out everywhere. Energy bar. In the red. 0. My eyes closed themselves. I guess I got so tired throughout the day that I didn't even notice how someone came up to me until they patted me on the shoulder. Oh, it's Miku. Hi! Miku was standing before me. Yeah. I didn't need a mirror to imagine the expression of skepticism and annoyance on my face. Oh, excuse me. I must have interrupted you. No problem, I was just sitting here. Ah, alright then. Miku beamed with a smile. I was just coming to dinner. I thought that it's time already, and then it appeared to me that it's too early, but I decided to check just in case. Maybe it's not me who's mistaken, but the clock is. Well, not the clock. Clocks can't be mistaken. It's just that I misread it. She seemed to be ultimately confused now and fell silent. It's still about half an hour before dinner. Oh, that's great. Then I'll sit here and wait with you if you don't mind. Frankly speaking, I do mind. Yeah, he got tired from his nap and took another one. He is like the ultimate lazy person. I think Semyon is a sloth. He was a sloth in another life. You know, I have some matters to attend to. Some very important napping matters. I stood up quickly and left without saying goodbye. Poor Miku, ignoring Miku as I always did, while she screamed something after me. Something. Oh my gosh, she didn't even like stop to like listen to her. It was just He just was like, bye, I can't listen to this anymore, and just left. He just left her there. What the hell? Rude. He's a sloth in this life. Yeah. That's the real twist in all this. He was never a man in Russia. He was always a sloth. A minute later, I got to the square and sat on the bench with the firm intention of finding a quiet and safe place here to wait for dinner. Why there? He knows so many people pass by the square. It's like the main part of the camp. Why don't you go somewhere else where maybe somebody won't actually find you? I think this is the first time in the last 4.5 days when I felt like this. Exhausted? I wasn't just irritated because of some insignificant details, but indeed, I was really angry. Oh, he's pissed? I've completely stopped caring about where I am and why I am here. I don't care about how to get out either. Oh, he's given up. See? I knew it. He was gonna give up at some point. It just took him 5 days to be like, you know what? It's too hard to figure out how to get out of here. I give up. What's driving me mad is that I always have to carry out some stupid task given by our camp leader, and it's always me who gets into stupid situations and sometimes even ends up looking like a clown. If all of this is some alien trick or a plot of the universal mind, they better consult with their psychiatrist. I don't understand sometimes why it's got the little tildes, because these are all his thoughts. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fists. And the most annoying thing is that everything that happens seems to happen by itself somehow. I'd be happier not having to carry around bags of sugar that weigh a ton, but I had no choice at all. I mean, no other option would lead to much worse any other option would lead to much worse consequences than a muscle strain or hurt pride. Who are you angry with? Wait, he's not saying this out loud, right? Because it didn't say... No, he was just sitting there fuming, I guess, in his own head. Unless he just has his brow like all furrowed and looks like he's mad, I guess. Unless Olyena can read thoughts. Oh no, no Pito Bears. Olyena was standing in front of me and smiled slyly. Nobody really. But my fists gave me away. Oh. Just like that. Okay, it's up to you. You better tell me, why did you run around the camp the whole day with some kind of bags? I had to. I guess it was food? Maybe it was? And look, it's the bells. They're chiming again. Olyena was about to say something, but at that moment the bell rang. It's not a bell, that is totally a horn. Calling the pioneers for dinner. I sighed in relief and quickly headed to the canteen, leaving Olyena behind. Semyon, thank you very much. For what? The camp leader gave me a friendly smile. For the cake, of course. Ah, sure. It was at that exact moment that I understood the true meaning of the saying, keep your thanks to feed your cat. What? I've never heard of that. Keep your thanks to feed your cat. It must be another Russian expression? I don't know. Keep your thanks to feed your cat. Fill your egg. You didn't tell anybody. This ought to be a surprise. Yeah, that's my boy. And now off you go to dinner. Olga Dmitrievna waved her hand, pointing at the canteen. Full as an egg. Keep your things to feed your cat. Yes, they're both so strange. I stepped through the doorway slowly and started to look for a free place. It turned out there were plenty today, so I got the chance to eat all alone, 'cause he's such a bitter, grumpy, young old man. There was fish with mashed potatoes for dinner. Oh my gosh, he's just gonna blow a gasket. He's like, fish? Again? Really? They just heated up lunch. These are just leftovers from lunch. And he don't like fish. It's just mashed potatoes. Where's the pea soup? No pea soup. You just get mashed potatoes. Because you're picky and you don't like fish. What misfortune once again. I'll be left half hungry. And didn't we have fish for lunch? Is it a fish only day today? See, he's losing it. He is going to lose it. Oh wait, or is he going to fall asleep? What? Having pushed my plate with the fried sea dweller away, I laid my head on my hands and closed my eyes. There he goes, passing out again. But soon somebody came up to the table. Hey, are you alright? I'm fine. Just tired? Yeah, a little. That's bad. Of course. You remember that we are going for the hike after dinner, don't you? Have you prepared everything? The fucking hike? What fucking hike? Oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna be like, hike? What? You made me do all this stuff and run around. I can't get any rest, and now we're going for a hike? What is this? What is this? Dinner was too tiring and eating's hard. Yes. What? Where? I opened my eyes and lifted my head up instantly. Lena was standing by Slavia. The hike. She was surprised. Didn't you know? No. I put my head down on the table and covered it with my hands. If only I could sink into the ground right away. This is how the game kills us. Slowly. It's slowly killing Semyon by making him do chore after chore after chore. This is it. This is our bad end. It's just like the slowest bad end ever. I'm going for a hype. Get hyped for the hike. The girls remained silent. I was left alone with my thoughts for some time, and that was fine by me. Maybe I could have sat that way until the end of dinner, but the strong voice of Olga Dmitrievna was heard from the opposite end of canteen. Guys, to celebrate the miraculous rescue of our friend and comrade Shurik, we baked this cake for you all. Never mind, Semyon, who rescued him, no, we're baking a cake for the guy who got rescued. I lifted my head idly and looked towards the camp leader, but couldn't see anything beyond the pioneers' backs. Just a second. And nothing about me. Nothing about me rescuing Shurik or gathering the ingredients for the cake. He's like, I get no respect. Nobody respects me. I'm underappreciated. Yeah, and he needs more sugar. That's exactly it. He needs to eat more sugar, and then he's just gonna pass out on his hike that he had no idea that they were going on. As if that's how it ought to be. Well, it would be wrong to expect anything else from our camp leader. Let's go, or we won't get our share. Let's go, Lena agreed. Yeah, sure. I got up reluctantly and tagged along behind the girls. As we approached the crowd of pioneers, Olga Dmitrievna was just putting the cake in the center of the table. I feel like you know what would just happen? He would get there to the front of the line to get, a piece of cake, and then Olga would be like, oh, I'm sorry, Semyon, there's actually no more cake left. I just gave the last piece away. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen. He's having such a bad day. And now, what the hell is this? The camp leader wasn't able to finish as Olyena rushed out from the pioneer crowd and dived into the cake. What is going on here? Wait, who is this? Is this Olga? Is this Olga? What? What is this picture? It looks so wrong on so many levels. I mean, without context, this. What is she doing to her? I mean, I get that she's pulling her away, but that position is quite suggestive.
Hello. Hey, you know what time it is.
Hello, IAM, calling the police. This is too freaking fracking. Weird why are there onions on the cake?
Weird, why are there onions on the cake? Yeah, what is this cake even? It doesn't even look like a strawberry cake. Where did the chocolate come from? What? I thought it was strawberries. That's how to get people away from my cake. Yeah? Yeah. That's exactly how you do. And you had to put this much effort into it. You had to be like, ugh. Oh my gosh, she managed to nibble it a few times before she was pulled away. Oh, these teeth marks? Oh my gosh, this just looks like deviant art, fan art again. Like, they're actual, like, bites. Like, she actually went nom nom on both sides before she was pulled off. She was kicking and screaming. I stared blankly from the outside at all this drama. Alyssa smiled. Lena picking up some cream with her finger, all the furious pioneers around. I felt completely out of place here. I thought that if I closed my eyes now and opened them again, here I am, back to the safety of my apartment in front of a computer. Oh, not just any computer. We know your deep relationship with that computer. Hey, Thantos. You came at a really strange moment with, well, at a really strange picture. I blinked, but nothing changed. Only the noise and the confusion became sharper. Helena, that's the limit. I just... Well, in fact, behaving like this is a bit over the top, even for her. Shurik broke into the conversation. Or is it a court-martial? Please, Olga Dmitrievna. Since the cake is celebrating my return, it's no big deal. He hesitated. It doesn't matter. The camp leader turned to Olyena. And you. Today, I'm going to punish you to the fullest extent, so you'll behave next time. Oh no, she's gonna kill her. She's dead. Olyena is dead. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do to her. You can confirm that it's very accurate to summer camp. Yes, Pantos would know. Ah, whatever, she snorted and turned back. You won't be going on the hike with us tonight. As if I wanted to. I was more than willing to switch places with Olyena and skip the hike instead of her, but who knew? If I had guessed beforehand, I'd have been the first one to go berserk and smash the damn cake. After a couple of minutes of confusion, the pioneers started to disperse. What, nobody wants a cake? You have to get ready too. There'll be a lineup at the square in half an hour. But what if I want some cake? I mean, she only took a couple bites from it. It's still edible. Right? It's still edible. I look straight into the eyes of the camp leader, trying to express my attitude non-verbally, but it seems like I failed. Oh no, she knows exactly it, but she's not saying anything. She's just waiting for you to go. Don't be late. She's had it. She's had it too. I'm pretty sure you saw that 3 times at the pool today. I don't envy you. That I am sure that happened. Liana was sitting at the table when I approached her on my way to the exit. So why did you do it? She looked very upset, but she had a right to be so. I wanted to. So you're happy now? Of course I am. And you, good luck with the hiking. She smiled mischievously, sprang up, and rushed out of the canteen. Well, a little bit of luck wouldn't hurt. Walk and you shall reach. It was exactly this proverb that kept whirling in my head all the way down to the camp leader's cabin. Somehow I just couldn't manage to argue, to pretend that I'm sick, or to just skip it without a reason. What do you mean somehow? You could have figured out some way to do it, I think. Maybe? Did I find out why Shurik went Russian Jason? No! He just says that he doesn't remember anything. It's just like and then they just dropped it. And it's like, what? I mean, I guess there's nothing else for him to ask. If he asked Electronic if Shurik remembered anything, and then he's just like, no, Shurik just doesn't remember anything. So then he just stopped asking about it. The events of this day taught me submissiveness. Although sometimes whatever was happening made no sense to me. As I walked in, I had a thought. Well, in fact, how should I get ready? Clothes? I only have an overcoat and a pair of jeans. Anyway, I forgot to ask whether it's going to be an overnight hike or not. I couldn't think of anything better, so I grabbed the sweater that I had on me when I arrived in the camp. The night might be fairly chilly, and shuffled slowly off to the square. All the camp was already there, although it was about 10 minutes before the time Olga Dmitrievna had assigned. What, everybody's going on this hike? That's a little weird and suspicious. Like, are we all... Where are we going? I feel like we're being shuffled off to somewhere. For experiments. I don't know. Something. I settled down near the edge and waited patiently. Night was falling. If viewed from the outside, what a fairly comical picture we would make. A crowd of pioneers lined up out of sheer habit, like they were awaiting a silent command from their bronze Genda. I mean, I don't know if that would be comical. Would seem kind of normal, I guess. Sort of. But I have no idea. I still have no idea what's going on. All we did was go to an island and pick some strawberries, and then Semyon passed out like 5 times just doing work that he should be able to do without passing out, but he is so out of shape because all he ate was like ramen and mac and cheese back home. We know where this hike's going. Are they all gonna be dead? And all this happening in the scarlet rays of the sunset. And there he is, waving his hand and screaming, "Attack!" as roaring soldiers with red neckerchiefs charge into the battle against some ghostly enemy. What is he talking about? But Olga Dmitrievna showed up and started to talk instead of Genda. It seems everyone is here. Great. I was so tired today that I couldn't even think about anything, so I ended up just listening to the camp leader. Now, today we'll go hiking. It is essential for every pioneer to be able to come and rescue his comrade, to offer a helping hand in the hour of need, saving them from a hopeless situation. Semyon's just like, I already did that yesterday, so why do I have to do it again? We have to learn to do all these things together. A whisper that ran through the pioneer crowd suggested that most probably This truly epic expedition would end in a clearing in the forest, several hundred feet away from the square. Somehow I thought so too. We'll walk in pairs, so if you haven't chosen a partner for yourself yet, now's the right time to do so. Oh, I guess we get to choose a girl to go hiking with, to pair up with, maybe. Is Olga gonna eat us all? Maybe she is a witch. She's preparing us. We're all going to the gingerbread house. Pioneers quickly caught on to the idea and started to match in pairs. It looked like I was the only one without a partner, because he's so antisocial and nobody likes him. Slavia was enthusiastically discussing something with Olga Dmitrievna. Lena was with Miku. Electronic was, of course, with Shurik. Well, it might not be a bad idea to go alone after all. Semyon! Oh, no. He's like, don't single me out. The voice of the camp leader pulled me out of my thoughts. I went up to her reluctantly. I see that you haven't found a partner. Seems like it. Then you'll join Xenia. She is alone too. Oh, it's Xenia. We haven't really had much conversations with her. She wanted to tell us something like the other day, but we never went to the library to find out. I was struck with that special kind of despair that only a true loner can experience. So it appears that I'm left with the prickly librarian that I wouldn't risk spending a couple hours with, even if I was paid for it. I mean, she can't be that bad. Although we both seem to be in the same boat now. I slowly approach Xenia. Well, I guess we'll be going together. She looked up at me. Don't you even think that I'm glad? Why on earth should you feel glad? She really shouldn't, because he's probably gonna pass out and she's gonna have to drag his ass to wherever they're going. Never mind. It would be much better if you just shut up. It couldn't get any better than this. She turned her back on me and followed the other pioneers. I still haven't seen any special reason to walk in pairs. Oh, I'm sure Olga has her reasons. I'm sure she does. Anyway, we are walking on the well-trodden forest trails, and it would be quite difficult to get lost here, even if I wanted to. Oh, he could get lost. I mean, he got lost last night. Moreover, we'd already been hiking for half an hour. We weren't rushing into the depths of the forest, trying to face all the dangers that could test our courage and harden our pioneer spirits, but instead we were just walking around in circles. I think he's a little too trusting. I think he should be a little more paranoid about what's happening right now. That's true, he's not even smart enough to grab the crowbar to defend himself. He won't even go search for answers when he knows he should. However, if we take into account that Olga Dmitrievna was our chief, this hike could be compared to a hobbit's march from the Shire to Mordor. So what does that make Olga? Gandalf? Just as Xenia insisted, I was following her at a distance in silence. The librarian seemed to be perfectly okay with it. Hey, don't you know when we'll reach our destination? Hey, don't you know when we'll reach our destination? Sounds weird. Our what? The place where we'll settle down and set up camp. The whole point of this hike isn't to set up a camp, but the hiking itself. You don't get it. Yeah, it seemed that I didn't understand a thing about hiking. He should be asking Xenia questions. I feel like Xenia has some answers, and that she'll tell him because she don't give a fuck. I guess you're right, but still. I don't know, she replied sharply and quickened her pace. I caught up with her and asked, "Listen, why are you always so—" I was about to say mean, but stopped short. "I haven't done anything bad to you, and I'm not going to." She glared at me in surprise. "Always so what?" Well, unsociable, kind of. Or is it something about me? Oh, cut that stupidity out already. As you wish. We suddenly went all Princess Bride. I decided not to start a conversation with her for the rest of the hike. Yeah, maybe not. Olga's the Balrog. She's definitely a fallen goddess. I feel like she's leading us somewhere not good. At last, Olga Dmitrievna decided to end this Sisyphean toil. It's time to halt. Halt. The place chosen turned out to be a quite large glade with a few tree trunks laid in half circle to make an improvised arbor, with the remains of a campfire in the middle. Obviously, such hikes are a tradition of this camp. Okay, but he had no idea it was happening. I was sent to gather firewood together with the other boys. Of course he was. Of course Olga sent him to do more work. It didn't take long because there were a lot of branches and logs of various sizes lying around. Eventually, Olga Dmitrievna lit the fire using some old newspapers. Oh, he didn't even think to look at the newspapers before she lit them on fire to see the date? I was eager to know what was written. See, he was eager to know what was written there, but couldn't discern anything other than Soviet symbols. Pioneers took their places on the fallen log benches and started to talk about things. Just things. Any things. All sorts of things. This branch would fit the back of Olga's skull well. He should be suspicious of, like, everyone, but he's not. At least he's still kind of actively trying to find answers, because he thought about looking at the papers, but he's going with it a little too much, I think. It seems that the final goal of this event had been achieved. The only things missing were a pot of fish soup, aluminum cups of vodka, and a guitar. Yeah, vodka, they're missing the vodka. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of these would appear somehow. What are you thinking about? Slavia sat next to me. Oh, nothing special, just enjoying the hike. Enjoying the hike? You mean sitting there in pain? You don't look too happy. Well, I'm not about to jump for joy, sorry about that. Okay, I won't disturb you. Oh, look what you did! You made her go away! She sat with me for a while, but after realizing that I wasn't in the mood of talking, she left me to enjoy my introspection all alone. Now he's just Mr. Grumpy Pants right now. Like, why are you even here on this hike? He should have just lied and said he wasn't feeling well. Or at least tried to get out of this hike. And all I wished for was to lie down in bed and fall asleep as soon as possible, but I was being surrounded by smoke and the useless chatter of pioneers around me instead. They were cheering and laughing and in general enjoying this warm summer evening. Except he wasn't. He's like, they were enjoying it. I can't enjoy it. I'm in pain. I just want to sleep. In the far side of the glade, I noticed that Lena was arguing with Alyssa intensely, and Lena seemed like complete Intensely and Lena seemed like complete opposites to me. Oh, okay. That just seemed weird. Slavia had left to go somewhere after our conversation, it seems. Yeah, she's being so sneaky. Where did she go? What is she doing? Electronic and Shurik were trying furiously to prove something to Olga Dmitrievna. Looks like I'm the only one who doesn't belong here. Oh, wait. Try to find out what Alyssa and Lena are arguing about. Do nothing, just stay seated. I want to know what Slavia is up to. Is that an option? I can just sit there and do nothing. Or I can get into the middle of their drama. Okay, I'm gonna try to do nothing and see if maybe he'll just notice Slavia or something and he'll go and see her. The happy people always die first in horror films. Isn't it like, don't the virgins always die too? I think his energy is like at a minus 100. All I was doing was just watching the fire. There is a saying that claims that one could watch it forever as well as running water. But there was also some third thing there. He's like, I'm so tired, I don't even remember what it was. What was that? One could watch 3 things forever. Burning fire, running water, and how other people work. Olga, does she fucking read our mind? We're not saying these things out loud. How do they all know what we're thinking? It's unnerving. He's saying these things in his head. That is like at least the second time today that they knew what he was saying in his head. It's weird. You think that sitting at the campfire would get his health back? I mean, it works for Lara Croft. It works in Dark Souls. It works in most games, actually. You're pretty sure he's telegraphing his feelings and thoughts. That's true, he's not very stealthy. We know that from his bush hiding skills. The camp leader pulled me out of my daydreaming. Semyon, don't you think that it's too early to relax? He's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I've just been working my ass off all day. But what else would I need to do? He shouldn't have asked that. She's gonna find something for him to do. I honestly couldn't get what Olga Dmitrievna wanted from me. I don't know. She stopped for a moment. But if there is something to be done, then do it without hesitation. She smiled ambiguously and went back to the fire to throw a few branches on. He's like, okay, there's something that needs to be done. I need to nap, so I will do it without hesitation. That's what he should have said, or thought. And then she could read his mind. Basically, I worked 3 hours today. I am completely out of shape and overworked. After those words, I am completely sure that she treats me like a personal slave. Probably. Or at least like I'm a free labor force, which is, strictly speaking, the same thing. I sighed and put my head down on my hands, hoping my torments would be over for today. See, he is! He's gonna have a nap! Again! He's gonna pass out again. Or, oh no, maybe not. Someone patted me on the shoulder. Oh, it's the guys. I looked up and saw Shurik in electronic, who sat next to me. What do you want? Don't be sad. Is there anything better to do? Look, we've been discussing the possibilities for the advancement of the Cybernetics Club with Olga Dmitrievna. And there is a problem. We need more guys. If you could... Advancement and those guys are incompatible with each other. I said nothing and started to look over the pioneers around me instead. Well, I don't have time. I mean, I'm so busy doing nothing. Can't you see that I'm always busy with the camp leader's errands? Yeah, I guess you're right. It's kind of embarrassing how it all went today with Ilyena. I looked at him with surprise. It seems that Shurik blames himself for that cake accident. Why? Why would he blame himself? Yeah, it is. All the pioneers seem to be here, but I couldn't spot Slavia anywhere. See, she's gone. She's being so sneaky. Where the hell did she go? Sex doll gangbang incoming. They're fucking robot. They need more funding. That's why they're like, we need another guy, because if we had a girl in our club, then she would tell on us. I think she's angry with me. Who? Ulyana? Maybe I should apologize? Why would you apologize to her? No, it's not your fault. We sat silently for a while, and then I stood up and said, my legs are numb. I better take a walk. He's like, I just want to get away from this conversation. They made no reply. I made a few circles around our improvised camp, noticing the close looks of the camp leader following me. See, she doesn't want him to leave her sight. That's weird. Looks like Olga Dmitrievna couldn't wait to come up with some kind of new task for me. I haven't found Slavia anywhere. Maybe I should go and try to find her. On the other hand, I felt sorry for Ulyana every time I recalled her upset face. Why? Why? Why would you feel sorry for her? Maybe this hike isn't the most entertaining thing, but sitting there all alone isn't any better. I'm sure he begs to differ. Seriously, yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She's eating all the cake, and she's so happy that nobody is around to stop her from doing anything that she wants to do. Is Alyssa here? Did she like skip the hike too? But at the same time, I didn't want to go anywhere. Let's try and find Slavia, because we got the option. I was absolutely sure that Slavia was alright, so I decided to stay. What? Why? I told you to go find her. I guess that's enough for me today. I sat in my previous place and waited for the end of hike patiently, almost physically able to feel the looks the camp leader aimed at me. What the hell? I said go find Slavia, and then he just did nothing. I don't care about what Ulyana is doing. He's just like, whatever, she's fine, and just decided not to. I mean, I don't know what would happen if we left to go back to camp to Ulyana. I feel like it would just be a disaster. Like, nothing would happen. At last, she stood up and declared, and now let's play cities. What? What? I had nothing against the game itself, but it was obvious that the hike will take longer because of it. Pioneers sat around the fire. I noticed Lena and Alyssa, oh, Alyssa is here, who took their places on a trunk opposite me. It seemed that everything is alright. And just a few minutes ago, I thought the opposite while looking at their quarrel. Oh right, they were fighting. Yeah, duh. But anything is possible. I'd really like to know what they were talking about, but it's impossible now, and I could feel tiredness growing in me more and more. My mind was completely blank. To be precise, my head was so heavy that there was no place in it for ideas to unfold. Nothing has happened today. What the hell? Well, in my better times, my brain appeared to be a wide highway with millions of thoughts running by, chasing one another and causing major crashes. Now it was more like a footpath lost in the woods, which is used rarely and only in exceptional cases. He is thinking very highly of his brain right now. No, your brain does not... Your brain does nothing, Semyon. It is just empty. It is not doing these things that he thinks it's doing. Slavia didn't come back. Interesting. Where the fuck did she go? Maybe she has something to do? But once again, there's no way to find out now. Okay, let's start. Moscow. What the fuck does this mean? Pioneers started to name cities. Just at random? Finally, it was my turn. I tried to listen closely to catch the first letter of the city I'll have to use. Arkhangelsk. We played several rounds. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's a city in Russia. Each new city name made it harder to remember everything that was mentioned before. My attention was dissipating and I was already lost in all these capitals, megalopolises, villages, and urban settlements. Just say cities, come on. Semyon, it's your turn. Olga Dmitrievna brought me back to reality. Oh, excuse me, and what was the last one? You're daydreaming again. It was Svatstopol. Okay, then I'll say London. Already used. Well then... It got me thinking. There were tons of cities in the world, starting with L, but it was hard to remember even one of them now. Cities that start with L. Is Lisbon a city? Or is that a country? I don't know. Leningrad. Los Angeles. Anything that starts with Las Vegas. Liverpool? Already there. Los Angeles? Ah, finally. Oh. I got the same one that Semyon said. I feel not smart. She gave me a scornful look, but the game went on. I could hardly bear to think of another city starting with L, but fortunately, it was the last round. Okay, that's enough for today. It's already late. Time to go back. I sighed with relief. On our way back, we walked as we liked without joining in pairs. Night descended upon a camp. A camp? The camp? No, just a camp. A perfectly regular and normal night. Until... It was one of those nights when dark skies, stars, and even a crescent moon didn't cause any special feelings, and the chirping of crickets and the songs of the night birds seemed more like routine work noises than a nocturnal chorus. Yeah, rip to me if I'm thinking like Semyon. In a few minutes, all the pioneers were lining up in the square. It was quite late already, and fatigue took its toll, so our lineup wasn't perfectly aligned. It looked to me more like a line of Vikings after a successful battle where the warriors are happy and smiling, anticipating their return to their families rather than thinking about maintaining correct formation. What? What? How? What? I would think that you just said they were all tired, and now suddenly, oh, they look like happy and like anxious to get home to their families. I doubt it. Well, I mean, maybe like they're anxious to go to bed, but they're probably just tired and just like, I don't know, he's lost it. But someone else could possibly see a completely defeated troop. That's what I was thinking. They were just tired. Or a bunch of survivors who have to march to their homeland with the last of their strength. Thanks, everyone. And now go to sleep. It's late already. She's so demanding. Pioneers quickly each ran their own ways, and I was left together with the camp leader. And we should go too. He's probably like, finally. Yeah, what about the cake? He spent all that time getting all those ingredients. We went in complete silence to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. Okay, let's sleep. Yes. Oh, yes. She said, turning off the light. I was tossing and turning for quite a while, recalling all the events of the day. really, dude? You've been passing out all over the place, and suddenly you're like, I'm in the bed, and now I can't sleep. I thought he would have been passed out like a light. On the one hand, I was overcome with fatigue. On the other hand, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd forgotten something, done something wrong, said something wrong. And this feeling of incompleteness was tormenting me. Is this the game's way of telling me that I fucked up somewhere, so I'm gonna get a bad end? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like the game is telling me you did something wrong. Like Napoleon's armies retreating from Moscow. That's probably exactly what they look like. Who knows when in the past this is? It could be anywhere. It's a magical, supernatural place. Maybe I left someone to die. Yeah, maybe that's not actually Shirk. Maybe that's somebody else. It was about 2 a.m. All bad things would end sooner or later. Or at least would take a break. Then what? I fell asleep. Oh, yay. You did the thing that you were supposed to do. What? 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 Day 6? What? But nothing happened. Nothing happened in day 5. What? I don't know what time it was when Olga Dmitrievna woke me up, but even before opening my eyes, I felt the imminence of death. Huh? Okay, wait, I'm gonna save this. Like, I do have to make dinner, but I'm curious. Here's what all this is about. So I'm gonna go forward just a little because I want to know. I saw death. So did somebody die? It's probably not, but who knows? Who knows? What if Shirk never existed in the first place? I don't know. I don't think any of these people exist. My whole body ached. I felt dizzy. My mind was clouded by haze. Semyon, wake up immediately or you'll miss breakfast and, more importantly, the lineup. Looks like the camp leader intends to exploit me to the fullest today, the same as any other day. Yeah, they're slowly gonna work him to death. I garbled something, covered my head with a blanket, and turned to the wall. In the end, Olga Dmitrievna's anger will never go beyond words. At least I really wanted to believe so then. Stand up right now, or what? I was going to say triumphantly, but kept silent. Not because of fear, just because I felt too lazy to open my mouth. Really, what could she do to me? He's only been here 5 days. Lecture me at the lineup? Hang my photo on the wall of shame? Or use me for inhuman alien experiments? This is like the 5th time they've mentioned aliens. I hope it's not aliens. Well, I'm ready for that too. Just let me sleep a couple of hours. Okay, but if you missed the lineup... That was a really loud door slam. The door slammed behind the camp leader, and the sleep which had been about to fade claimed to my mind again. He's gonna miss the lineup. He's gonna sleep the whole day away. He didn't set an alarm. That was nothing. It was nothing. He woke up dazzled by sunlight. Dazzled by sunlight. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna have to save. Because I have to go make dinner. What the hell? I thought like that would be like the last day. We're on day 6? What? 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 I don't even know what this game. That felt like a filler day. A day where nothing happened. What the hell? Alright, well, I'm sorry, I guess nothing really happened today, but I have to go make dinner. feels like such a waste. Thanks guys for hanging out with me.
Fantastic, baby.
Thanks for the stream. Don't pon me your dinner.
Thanks, Major. Don't palm my dinner. Well, I mean, I want to finish this, so I will probably be streaming. What's today? Thursday? I can stream tomorrow. Probably around the same time. And I wanna know what's like gonna happen, but nothing's like happening. I don't know if there's anybody who's online streaming to host. I think like everybody that I know is like offline right now. Let me see. Da, da, da. Oh my gosh, Jurassic World Evolution is like the 3rd most played game on Twitch right now. Doctor Who. Oh yeah, Doctor Who's playing right now. They're on the 3rd Doctor. Alright. I will talk to you all later. Take care, guys. And thanks for hanging out and everything. Too bad not like anything really happened or really interesting. But I will talk to you later. Bye.